Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Arabic 101. Today we are going to take some of the, not questions that we took on the test, but rather some of the parts of the test that people were struggling on. So just that general idea, not the actual questions in the test. So what I wanted to start with was something like dhamir and dhama'ir, whether they are attached or whether they are separate. There was some inconsistencies in the test where a lot of people were getting confused on which dhamir do I add to a verb and which dhamir do I add to a noun. So let's use these for asma, which are nouns. Asma'un. All right? And one of the first ones we're going to take is huwa, right? Now, another thing also that people were kind of having difficulty with was identifying when you're being spoken to and identifying if you're speaking about someone. And that is called third person or ghaib. It's called second person for mukhatab, yarhamukallah. And it's called mutakallim for first person. So here we're going to take all of the ghaib, which means what? Third person. So huwa, right? And for nouns, when I want to add huwa to a noun, let's take the word kitabun. If I want to add huwa to this noun and say his book, how do I go about doing that? You're going to add this right here. This is the letter you're going to add. So, and it's going to be hu. So you're just going to take this part, put it at the end, and it becomes kitabu hu. Does that make sense? All right. I want to do another word with this example. Amir, give me, how do I add qalam plus huwa? Qalamu hu. And just simple as that, it's added to his pen. طيب. Let's keep going forward. And now what we're going to have is we're going to take hiya. Now, hiya is used to say she, correct? And we have this word here, kitabun. What is the dhamir that gets attached to nouns for hiya? It's going to be simply a ha alif at the end of the word. Right? A ha alif at the end of the word. So, Fidia, what does this become now? We have kitabu, and we take this part, and I put it here. What's this say now? That's it. Kitabu ha. A lot of times on the test, and I had to decipher, some of you guys would use this ha, which is used for what? Hu, but you'd put a fatha. You put a fatha. So when I read this, what am I reading now? Qalamuha. Not ha, which is what it's supposed to be. Ha. If you made that mistake, I believe I gave you the point. But as we progress, this type of mistake can't continue. If it has an alif, the alif needs to be there. Right? If it has an alif, the alif needs to be there. All right. We've taken hiya. What else comes next? After he, she, now what are we going to do? A group of men. We're going to say hum. Taking the same word so there's no confusion, kitabu. All you're going to do is take this again, it's reused. That doesn't change. Hum over here is hum here. That's the dhamir muttasil. You see the ones that get attached? they're called ضمير متصل. These ones, all right here, ضمير متصل. What are these ones called that don't get attached? That's right, ضمير منفصل. كتابهم. Now, am I going at a good enough pace where nobody's getting thrown off? If it's not clear, please, it's only going to get worse if it's not clarified. Kitabu ha, yes. This right here? Yeah, that's how you write ha in the middle of a sentence. It's like an 8 like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. I don't know why I'm putting ba. What's going on? Kitabu. There you go. Very good. There we go. What is next now? We had a group of males. Now we need a group of females. And that is hunna. This one also proved to be a little bit challenging between the... Right now what we're taking is we're taking ghaib. Third person. Not present. Right? So sometimes some of you changed into tunna, which we're going to take. All right? You can squeeze through there if you want. Whose book is that?
Book 3.
Oh, that's my book probably. Yeah. This is my book. That's not my pen. Actually, no, my book wasn't torn up like this. This ain't mine. Anyways, going back here, hunna. What are we going to add to kitabu? Kitabu. You see what we did with here? Did we change anything? On hum? We use hum again. What are we going to use here? Still the same. We're going to still use hunna. Kitabu hunna. So here's the ha, here's the noon. Here's the ha, here's the noon. Did anything change? All right. That is for the ضمائر متصلة. These are what? Say it. ضمائر متصلة. Adding them to asma, which are nouns. Okay? And what category of people are we talking to? Third person. Third person. Or ghaib. And you can take any word in the Arabic language now, and you can now say his book, her book, their book, men, their book, women. Okay? I'll give you, a word you've never heard about, and you should still be able to do it. Like what if somebody had said to you the word zimbil, zimbilun. You ever heard this word before? No, it's like a wicker basket, right? How do you say his wicker basket? Zimbiluhu. How do you say her wicker basket? Zimbiluha. You see how it works? So that structure really needs to be set in your guys' head. All right. We've taken asma, third person. Guess what we take next? And remember, there's still the dual, but we're not messing with the dual yet. Okay? I didn't ask for dual, and we're not taking dual yet. We are going to take... if this is third person, what is this one? Second person. Also known as mukhatab with a fatha. Mukhatabun. Are we still doing nouns? Na'am. Asma'un. What is the first one over here? We're going to take it for you, masculine, which is anta. How? What is the word? We're still using kitab. Do we say kitabu anta? Huh? We're going to say kitabu, right? The letter we are using is a kaf. It's for asma, not for verbs. We're gonna take verbs, but we're still doing nouns. Don't worry, you got on the test. You get it here, but you got on the.
You're gonna write something on that board?
I'm gonna erase this section.
You're gonna have something on it?
Right here?
Yeah.
Maybe why?
Because I did this, and now I want to do it this.
No, I will not write here. I'm gonna erase this because we're not gonna take the speaker.
Thank you.
I'll do this and do that. Is it too late to correct it?
No, then.
No, because I need more space to write. This is too cramped. Anta, right? Kitabu, add ka to the end of that word. Kitabu, ka. Kitabu ka. What's the next word that we have, brothers? Anti, which means? You female. And that's the correct one, Amir. That's what we're going to say. We add ki. This one was ka. That one is ki. Kitabu ki. And we're still doing asma. We're still doing nouns. All right? Let's take the next one. Group of men is what? Antum. Antum. And we take the word kitabu. What is the dhamir muttasil? Kum. Kum. You know why you're thinking tum? Because of verbs. That's why. And it gets a lot when we don't do it step by step like this. But there was this wonderful chart that was made. Probably on the last video. I don't know if it was ever uploaded. I heard qila. You know this word qila? This is what we're learning in lesson 3, book 3. Qila means it was said. Qila, it was said. That there was this wonderful video about charts in third person. I wonder if it ever gets, updated. طيب, kitabukum. We added kum here. Nothing changed, right? Did the word change suddenly, like to become kitabi? No, it still said kitabu, and then we just added kum. Last one for the mukhatab that we're going to take, antunna. All right? What do we add for antunna? Kitabu kunna. We add the word kunna. While you guys are writing that down, I'm going to erase that side so we can use it. Can I erase this right side?
Yeah.
Okay. We're still taking asma, but we are no longer taking third person. We're taking first person. In first person, there's only two. Only two you got to worry about. Here. First, and they are known as mutakallim. Mutakallimun. First person. What's the dhamir for I? Ana. Ana. Kitabu. Asma. Not af'al. All right. We add this letter, a ya, to accommodate for that ya. This dhamma cannot be there. It must change to a haraka that is accommodating for a ya. And that haraka is a kasra. So look at step 1, change that to a B. And add the ya. And you're finished. Kitabi. All right? Some of you just changed to a kesra. When you wrote down the test, you wrote down like this. It's normally kitabu, and I said, say yours. Kitabi. If this was happening, I think I marked you wrong, or maybe I gave you half a point. طيب. So if you're going to write Ebi, do I write like this? Ebi, to say my dad? Have a look. Does this say my father? Ebi. If you pronounce it, it says Ebi. But it's supposed to be Alif, Ba. And this ya is the dhamir. Ebi. That is how it should be. This is the correct one. This is incorrect. Khata. All right? Let's take some words. 2 words maybe. Tijaratun. Oh, this word tijara. I don't know what happened in this word. Tijaratun. How do I say my tijara? What about the ta at the end? That sounds good. Tijarati. It used to be tijaratun, but we changed it to tijarati. This is the normal word. Tijaratun. Like that. But since I'm going to add what harf? What harf am I going to add? Ya. So now I change this from a closed ta to an open ta. And also I give it a kesra. Tijarati. My business.
What's the haraka on the last? Yeah.
Sukun. All right. We're through with this. نحن. Kitabu.
Nah.
There, that sounds excellent. Na. Kitabu. Add this noon and a alif. Kitabuna. This noon alif needs to be there. What if I add a short noon? A short kitabuna. It still sounds like you were saying kitabuna, right? Like our book. Kitabuna. Some of you got confused with this short noon, right? Or maybe you didn't know there's an alif there. But this short noon is for on verbs when we say hunna. We say dhahabna. Right? So it can be confused with this one. But when we take verbs and not asma, we'll deal with it. All right. We're done with that now. We've taken all of the dhama'ir that get added to nouns. Now what do we need to take? Verbs. The verbs killed some of you. Just dealing with you guys. It was not pretty. I was like, I know these guys know, because when I asked them in class, they were dishing them out. Like, yeah, we got this. Move it along. We still got 15 minutes. All right. I'm going to make this side wider. For our listeners, just hopefully that isn't too loud. Can you pause it? Pause it. All right, we took a short 5-minute break for the adhan. I made wudu. That's what all this water is. taking أفعال غائب and أفعال مخاطب. أفعال غائب, we're trying to say how do you add ضمائر متصلة to a fi'l, right? And we are going to use جلسة. We're not going to use the same one that's in the test. We're going to use جلسة. All right? What does جلسة mean, by the way?
Sit.
Does it mean sit? He sat. That's right. So, for huwa, actually, let's put the dhamir over there. Let's put the dhamir first. For huwa, and here's the verb, jalasa. You do not need to add anything for huwa. Understood? Jalasa doesn't have anything added. Let's take hiya, right? What do we add for hiya to identify she sat? We add a ta with a sukun. Now, that ta with the sukun is not a dhamir, but it's not the fa'il, I should say. And it's not the dhamir either. But it's just there to tell us who the fa'il is. Jalasat. This one. And I'm going to put the item on the side about what we added. Jalasat. These are for verbs now. Okay? Not nouns. We took the nouns. They're done. After huwa and hiya, what do we normally take? What is it? They, but what about in Arabic? Hum. I thought I heard someone say tum, like antum. Okay. So we're going to take hum. This one was one of the biggest dealers.
That's the same chart that you did at last class.
Probably, but it appears like I need to make another one. One even more specific. All right. Here's where this one threw a lot of people off. We take the word jalasa. Right? Remember what we did on the ones for the noun? What did we add? Kitabu hum. So that's exactly what happened over here. They put hum again. They put jalasa hum. But they connected them.
It's supposed to be wa.
The correct dhamir we should use, and the correct thing to identify the fa'il is a wow. We're supposed to add a wow alif. This alif is written and not pronounced. And this is how you say jalasu. This is how you say they sat. Akala, what's akala? Akala. Akala. It means eat. How do we say she ate? Akalat. How do we say they ate? Akalu. What do we have to change on that one? This one, this also. So we have to do two things. Remember how we changed a kesra to accommodate for that ya that was added? Since a waw is added, it doesn't like a fatha before it. It doesn't like a kesra before it, but what would it prefer? A dhamma. Jala su. Akalu. Sajada. Sajadu. Right? Kharaja. Kharaju. Good.
They can't both have school.
What is it? This is written, so it doesn't count. It's written, but it's not pronounced. So, it's an exception. What a surprise. طيب. Hunna. What do we add here on hunna? Now, let's take jalasa again in its original form. Do we say jalasa hunna?
No.
It's not going to work. right? What we use is just a simple noon fatha, right? What do you notice about all of these though, that we've added? There's sukoon. What is this one? It's got a fatha. To accommodate for that harakah, what they did was they put the same thing there. They added the noon, fatha. Jalasana, it's too hard. So they made the one before the sukoon. Jalasna. If you don't have this information down, write it somewhere or take a picture of this chart or go back and view the, well, no, do it now. You're already in class. You don't want to give yourself work later. Do it now. Jalasna.
That's they sat feminine.
They sat what? Feminine. They sat feminine. Yeah. Is Salah 8:45 or is it 9?
45.
When does it change to 9?
10. Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay. Okay. Su'al. Question. Next. What we're going to take here is for anta. Correct? And now we have jalasa. What is the letter that we use? What's the dhamir that we add? That's the one. Jalasta. We added a ta fatha. And we made the letter before it sukoon. An T. Jalas T. An tum. Hold on, you're gonna go too fast. Jalas tum. Don't do it. Tum. We need to take a few words. Let's take sajada in place of jalasa. Sajad tum. Right? Over here. Jalasat. Or I'm sorry, jalasti. Let's put sajada there. Sajad ti. طيب. Antunna, that's the last one we have for mukhatab that we've taken. Antunna. We are going to add tunna. Jalas tunna. What happened to, oh, there he is. Juan, this right here, very, very important. I cannot tell you that if you don't have them down right now, and we're going to take new stuff, they are going to mess you up. These need to be down well, very good. I would tell you to, get some verbs from the book that you know, and do this to them. Write in your notebook. Get a separate notebook. Take like a word that you know, like kharaja. We've taken kharaja numerous times. And write kharajta. You win. Kharajti. Kharajtum. And practice with each other. Also, I've said that to you guys all the time. Dhahabtum. A lot of you are having difficulty with sentences, especially, and time doesn't permit, but ayu was a tough one for you guys. Ayu. Let's do the mutakallim and then we'll be done. This is still here. Yes. And it's called what? متكلم. متكلم. أنا, right? We're still taking jalasa. What do you say? Jalas? Nah. Jalastu. This is the only one that comes out and surprises you. Each one is like using something from there, right? Not this one. This one came out with a surprise too. Akaltu, sharibtu, sajadtu, qara'tu. Anything that you can think of, you just add to the end of it, and it's a verb. It's meaning I am doing something, or I did something. نحن. Guess what we're going to put here? Now you know why we didn't put na there? Because if we put na up there, it would have looked like what? It would look like nahnu.
It would have been easy. We like to do this.
We don't like easy. Jalas. Na.
Not nice. Nah.
What if I put a short noon there?
It will be the other guy. Ism.
It will be for hunna. Remember hunna? What is the thing we added?
Yep. That's
Jalasna. So you cannot write this for me and then say, Sheikh, I meant this one. I don't know. Sir?
We did both charts in one chart. Do you remember that? That's why I probably missed everybody out.
We had, yeah.
It messed me up.
And we need 4 charts.
Oh, we got 2 more?
Oh, yes? Okay. Let's stop here. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.